The Black Theatre Troupe has been providing training, employment, and performance opportunities for multi-ethnic and underserved artists. Here's a look at their new production of Jitney in celebration of Black History Month.
The Black Theatre Troupe has some amazing productions going on, and one is called Jitney. And Rachel, tell me a little about this performance.
Well, this is a show that takes place in Pittsburgh in the 1970s, and it really gives us a chance to take a peek at a group of men who are all supporting each other, working together to make sure that they have a livelihood, make sure that they're able to do what they need to do to support their families, and finding a way to find community in the most unlikely places.
Yeah. Let's remind people what a jitney is, because some people are going, what's a jitney?
Yeah, so a jitney is basically an unsanctioned cab driver, and the reason that that came into existence was because at that time, Black people couldn't really catch a cab and couldn't really be sanctioned cab drivers when it first started. So it began as a way for the community to take care of itself, so that there was someone that people could call that they knew would pick them up regardless of their skin color, and there was also a way for those drivers to make an income to support their families.
Now, this play is very important because you guys have won awards for the person that puts us on.
Yeah, so this is an August Wilson play, and the Black Theatre Troupe has won an award of being one of the only 12 theaters in the country that has done August Wilson's full American Century cycle. August Wilson is viewed by many in the same light that we might view Shakespeare, as a true father of modern theater, and someone whose work is poetic, is beautiful, is truthful, is funny, and just brings a community together.
All right, we got a few of the cast members here. Who do we have here?
My name is Eric Banks, and I play the character of Turnbow. And Turnbow he's more of the antagonist of the show. He's always in everybody's business, starting trouble, and I think everybody has a Turnbow in their neighborhood.
If it make you proud to hit an old man, go ahead.
Yeah, oh, I know I do, so that's great. And then you play?
Hello, my name is KB Rose, and I play Rena, who is the girlfriend of Youngblood, who works at the Jitney station.
Down here?
I'm Jonah B. Taylor, and I'm playing Sheely. I'm actually not a Jitney driver. I'm a numbers runner who uses the Jitney station to kind of work my deals, and I'm friends with some of the other drivers.
How important is it to be a part of this play, which is history?
Incredibly important, really, really important. I think these are stories that don't get told enough, and there's characters in this show that we've all are familiar with, and we probably have different versions of these people in our lives.
And we know that it's a very male-dominated kind of production, but being a lady in this is something important, too, for people to see the different eyes of a lady in this situation.
Yes, for sure. I'm honored to be the only female in this cast, but it's also an amazing opportunity to just be able to be the voice for women here and to be, in some sense, the voice of reason. And so I'm enjoying it.
I like it. And then, again, we're bringing history here to the Phoenix area with this. How great's that?
Well, it's awesome because, you know, it's always good to have our stories told by us. And I was thinking about this whole interview, and August Wilson, he wrote for his people, by the people. And this play is very, very important, especially with Black History Month about to come around.
Yeah, it is. And directing it's very important, too, because one thing that the Black Troupe is known for is keeping it, as we say, real.
Yeah, and I think what this play really does is it showcases how even when the systems around are not set up to support a community, the community can come together and make sure that their needs are met.
Okay, well, you want more information about their productions, please head over to their website, or you can log on to the CW7AZ.com.